What's going on, everybody? We are live with the Combat Lounge, and today I have a very special guest for you guys.
Now fires back. Oh, there's Fury with the right hand. Wilder's hurt. Wilder's hurt. He wobbled. He almost fell over into the ropes. He is close to going out.
Saidyokub, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How's life treating you?
It's great, Just doing same thing, Wake up, train, and just hustle, and you know what I mean. Doing normal shit.
You staying in shape, just waiting for that call, or what?
I'm just I just like to train, and I gotta train to stay. I train because I don't want to be depressed, and just train and get your mind out of blood flow, and that's why I train, man. Not really waiting for any call. I already passed those days.
Yeah, man. Kind of explain. Can you kind of explain to us what happened with the UFC? Like where you think it all went wrong? Because you fought Trevin Jones, you beat him. You fought Ronnie Lawrence, you beat him. Then you fought a really tough competitor in Syed Nurmagomedov. Didn't come up your way, but there's a lot of fighters in the UFC that have started off 0-3 or lost their last 4 fights. I mean, you were 2-1, above 500 in the UFC. Very intriguing up and coming prospect, and to see you released was something that came by surprise, not just to me but to many. Can you kind of walk us through that?
I was on the same boat. It was, to me, that I look back to my UFC career. I just don't think it wasn't the right time for me, or I was not with the right people. It was just, the whole thing was just, it just never felt right. You know how when people make their debut and they just happy, like they win their debut, their life changed, happy. Like, to me, it was just nothing really changed in my life. Even making my debut, winning my debut, even being in the UFC, that only thing changed in my life is I don't know what changed. I would say more people start noticing me. That's what changed. But other than that, it just UFC was just, didn't feel right. And then I knew they were just waiting for a moment, just any moment to just cut me. And I knew it was coming because you feel the energy. It's just like they give you fights every 6-7 months, while other guys fighting 2 times in that time limit. You see everything, what's going on. You see the guys that fought after you getting the fight before you, and then it has to do with the management. That's what I say. I mean, I already talked to a couple other people about it. I opened up, literally opened up about it, and I look back. I think I was with the wrong management, and it was just, I don't know. Maybe it's just too much politics into this shit, man. I mean, I don't. It just, bro. It's just too much politics. That's all I gotta say, man. I don't know. It's just, I guess when you just the simple guy, and then you try and make it big by yourself. I don't know, man. I don't even want to sound like I'm pulling the victim card or this shit. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? I mean, they did it. They did it. If that's their business motto, and if they let me go, they think that's right. So you know what I mean. So to me, I'm over that shit a long time ago. I'm just focusing on other things now. I'm running MMA show in Spokane. We did a show yesterday, which is great. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm still training. I'm in shape. I sparred Friday on Thursday. I sparred 8 rounds, 5 minutes. Fucking felt great, better than ever. It's just you get better each fight. After each fight, you get better. You know what I mean? But you have to fight like often, like 2 3 months. You don't wanna. You cannot be fighting every 6 7 8 months. That will take you off your flow. But yeah, man, I'm a fighter, but release is release. I don't know. They decided that, and then it happened. Yeah.
At what point did you feel like the release was probably coming?
After my second win,
So even though you got 2 wins, you felt like they were still
yeah,
out to get rid of you?
yeah.
Let me ask you this. What do you think it takes for a guy with your skill set and your talent to prove to them that you're more than just a guy? Like, what do you think it's going to take from you? You think you're going to have to go to another promotion and dominate over there and then maybe reopen this chapter later, or what do you feel?
I feel like, I've been misunderstood by a lot of people, and then a lot of people that who make choices never sat down with me and actually get to know me. You know what I mean? They know stuff that I say maybe on the internet or maybe Twitter or the interviews or the post fight interviews. That's all. Like, I'm just the guy. Like, yo, they tell me one thing. Like, I'm a listener. I listen to whatever I gotta do. You know what I mean? But it was just never for me to. How can I say this? There should be somebody out there just has to let me be who I am and just enjoy the show. You know what I mean? And for that, I feel like I don't know what you gotta do for that. And then I feel like they have to just let me do what I gotta do, and that's it.
Now, Saeed, you've been training with Terrence McKinney, right?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff does he bring that helps you in your game? What kind of influence does he have on you?
None. I mean, he doesn't influence me at all, and then he has his own career. He lives a different lifestyle. Yeah, we do train together. I mean, I help him as much as he helps me. I mean, he helps me with what? Like, Terrence is he has his own career, his own world. We just basically, how can I say it? My lowest point is when I'm with Terrence. That's how I can tell you.
Nice, nice. So there's a big card tonight. Are you going to be watching it?
Yeah, because
Yeah. What are your locks? What are your locks tonight?
I mean, I got John Jones. I haven't even looked at the car, but I got John Jones, man.
Now, do you think I heard you say that when you take a layoff, it kind of hurts you in getting into a rhythm? Do you think that affects him tonight against a guy like Cyril?
You know, when I actually what I said was when you take a layoff, when you have 10 fights, for example, myself, that's what I was saying. I said that for me, was young in my career. For me to get better, I need to fight and stay active. You know what I mean? But John Jones, when he was fighting, what's his record? Like 24-1 or something.
24-1.
So he
And
was fighting.
that one loss really wasn't a loss. I think he got disqualified.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm trying to say is he already has like 20 fights. He already experienced. That's what I'm trying to say. When you have a 10 fight, 11 fights, you're not experienced enough. You understand? So that's why I said it. For me, that will affect layoff. Will affect me, but it wouldn't affect him because he already been in the game for so long, over 10 years. So he's been in the big fights for so long. To him, it's just walking into a barbershop. That's how he feels. This layoff for him was probably just nothing really matters to him. You know what I mean? So that's what I said about the layoff.
Do
But
you do you think that moving up from light heavyweight to heavyweight is a big difference for him?
oh yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, you moving around with the weight that you never carried before. It has to be. It will, of course, it's tiring. That's why he took 3 years off so he can get used to this weight. I'm pretty sure. So he didn't do in quick, like short of time. It was 3 years. So I feel like his body kind of adapted to this weight, so he can carry all this weight. For example, this TJ and Cody, when they dropped down to 25, that was in a short amount of time. So their body cannot handle that. You gotta get your body used to it, adapt to it. Like calcium, your bones has to build into your body. You know what I mean? They have to get used to it, and it takes a lot of time. And I think John Jones did a smart move. Took 3 years off. That's why he's next level. You know what I mean? Like, he's from the God. Like, you know what I mean? He's one and only, bro. He's
Is
not.
it hard? Is it harder to drop down or go up? Do you think?
Dropped. I mean, fuck. I think it's dropped down because drop down might be harder.
Just because it's like makes you a little bit weaker and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, Saeed, I got a question for you. Do you have any promotions that have called you or had interest in you, or do you know where you're kind of headed next, or what direction you're gonna go?
You know, that's not how it works. It's not just like Bellator just calls my phone number and then Scott's gonna just talk to me. Like, you know what I mean? That's not. I'm not. I am not that big of a fighter to promotion just pick me up. You get it? I'm not there until I'm not Luke Rockhold. I'm not those guys. You get it? For me, I need to even to go to Bellator, I gotta go through management has to go and negotiate, talk to them if they want me because they have their own rosters. They gotta talk to the matchmakers because not a lot of people will fight me. Like I'm trying to fight in April. Like there's this card in ex MMA. There's a lot of UFC veterans fight there, so they hit me up. They said we love to have you on the card, and I'm like yeah, let's do it because I want to stay busy. I want to just fight. It doesn't matter the UFC whoever. I just want to fight anybody. But I had like 5 people turn me down like in one day, and 2 of them is UFC veterans, and then one of them is the Bellator veteran, and the other 2 is the prospects, and then you know what I mean. It just and I was having a problem getting a fight in the UFC. Now I will have even more problem fighting in other promotions. So I think it just they have to is anybody. I mean they have to just trust me, and then they have to like give me a chance, and they have to really like let me go. You know what I mean? They have to like give me the fucking chance. Like you know what I mean? They have to like actually just feed me a fight. Like don't give me a fight once a year. Just feed me fight so I can get better every fight. Like you want to fix your mistakes. So that's how it works.
I know it's probably I mean I don't know how you're feeling, right? But it's probably I would assume it's probably a bitter feeling about what happened with the UFC or kind of upsetting, right? But would you ever if they called again, would you go back?
It's for me like the release was like not because I'm not that mad at the UFC. It's more of I'm mad at myself because I could have done so much better and changed so much things better and fight so much better. Like you know what I mean? Of course, I mean if UFC calls me back, of course you're not gonna say no to that. You know what I mean? How are you gonna say no to that? But yeah, that answers your question, right?
Hey man. Hey, I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. I really appreciate you being here. I've really enjoyed hearing, your story throughout the last month or so through spaces and interviews and stuff like that. I think you're a fantastic fighter, man. I think you have a bright future. Keep
Yeah.
working, keep your head up, man. And I really think things will turn up for you. And I say that out of my heart, not just because I want you to hear it, but, I actually mean that. I think that you're a fantastic fighter, man. I look
Thank
forward
you,
to
bro. I
watching the
appreciate
rest of
you,
your
bro.
career.
Thank you, man. Much love.
Hey, what are the three last before you go? What are the three things that you like to do outside of fighting? I like to ask fighters, something that they enjoy outside of the game.
Promoting the fight.
Promoting the
I
fight?
like to promote the fight. I'm running a show. I said as I said earlier, I'm running a show in Spokane, Washington. Called Proving Ground. We just threw a show yesterday. I think this is like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, it's just such an easy money, you know what I mean? And then I love that shit, man. That thing, I think that's the only thing I like to do, man, the rest of my life. And then other two, man, I'm a businessman, man. I like to own shit. I like to tell people do shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey man, maybe one day you'll be running your own organization.
Oh,
Well,
I'm running my
you
show
already
already.
are
I'm
kind of.
working my own. I started locally, and it's an amateur show, but we're working on the bigger things now. We're trying to get the commission in Spokane, so I want to, turn the show into a pro show. In 1 or 2 years, man, we're gonna be on TV hopefully.
Yeah, man. We have a guy out in Spokane. That's a part of our group, man. We'd love to go and cover your events and do whatever we
Oh yeah,
can
man,
to
I
help
would love
promote
to
you.
have you guys, man. Next show is gonna be May 26th. Hit me up on Twitter, man. I will give you guys your own spot. You guys can even commentate or do your own commentating, or whatever, man. We can do so much projects. It's a brand new MMA organization. There's so much opportunities here.
Yeah, you have my social media, man. So I'll definitely stay in touch and let's plan for that, man. But it was great to have you, Saeed. Like I said, man, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of your career, man. You're a very
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate
good fighter, and I wish you the best, man. But
Yeah.
anyways, guys, we're out.
Thank you.
Fires back. Oh, there's Fury with the right